Hello fine babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominica and I'm a wig lover just as you are. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how you can care for your wigs to make it look brand new. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced wig wearer, this wig tips are going to be of utmost importance to you. So sit back, relax, and let me teach you on how to get your wigs looking chef kiss. So while we are at it, right, I will be styling this wig which I have on. This is our Valentina wig. It's straight in our website. You can go ahead and click the link in the bio, and it's this one I'm wearing is a 26-inch natural wave. So this is its natural texture, and all I'm going to be doing is adding water and mousse to define the curve as you saw earlier up in the video. And while at it, I'll be showing you the tips. So what you're going to need, I'm going to be using a spray bottle which has just water in it, my favorite mousse, which is the Nairobi Wrap It Shine Foaming Lotion Mousse, and our all-time favorite hair serum, which is the BioSilk hair serum. Now, to begin with, tip number 1, as whether you're an experienced or a beginner wig wearer, you always need a detangling brush. So this is our first tip. Tip number 1, you always want to detangle your wigs using a detangling brush. You don't want to be putting so much stretch and strain on your wigs while you comb it. And you always want to start from the bottom and move your way up. First, I'm going to go ahead and spray my hair with water. And they work my nerves, that's why I cannot sleep at night. Okay. And as I said, our first tip is to always use a detangling brush and detangle your hair. And you can add water as much as you want, but I'm not going to do too much. Okay, just gonna add a little bit more inside. Alright, so now that your wig is all drenched, right? Let me see if I can add a little bit more over here. My wig is all drenched up. Tip number 2, to have a wig looking brand new whenever you have it on, looking all luscious and luxurious, you always want to shampoo and condition your hair using a moisturizing shampoo or a sulfate-free shampoo so that it doesn't dry up your hair, but it instead adds moisture. And I have a video that I will link down below that I recommended some products that helps as a wig wearer or a wig lover, whether you are an experienced or a beginner. So that is tip number 2. So tip number 2, as I said, is using a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. That helps give your hair looking luxurious, makes your hair feel, you know, clean, and when you install it, you will love it. Take it from me. All right, tip number 3. But before we go to tip number 3, I'm going to go ahead and apply my mousse. Okay, and you can put the mousse at the palm of your hands. Now you have to be generous with your mousse, okay? You can do this. You see what I'm doing? I apply the mousse and I'm scrunching it together. I'm gonna apply it on this other side. You can see, I don't know if you can see the difference, but I'm trying to look over my mirror to make sure I'm doing it right. But There you have it. So I don't, after I spray water, and I apply, I brush it with a detangling brush. I don't brush it any longer, okay? Because I want the coils to pop. So what I'm using is my hands, and I'm literally just scrunching it together. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Oops. Actually, it'll be better this way. Stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy. Come on, girl, tell me how you feel. And just passing my hands across to make sure I'm distributing the product evenly. I'm gonna add a little bit more, and as I told you earlier, all you do is scrunch the hair together. Just standing up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Scrunch the hair together. Alright. Now, what wig tip are we on? So tip number 1 was using a detangling brush. Tip number 2 was making sure you're using a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, or a shampoo and conditioner that is sulfate free, because you don't want to wash your hair and apply some conditioner and then at the end of the day after that it looks so dry. Okay, you don't want that. Tip number 3 is after you wash, shampoo and condition your hair, you let it air dry. Okay, when I mean air dry, I mean you leave it alone. You let the air dry the wig. I know that sometimes we might be in a rush and we want the wig to dry fast, so we use heat. You want to try to minimize applying heat as much as you can with your wigs, because at the end of the day, if it's a straight wig or you're trying to coil it, you apply heat. So try as much to minimize the amount of heat you apply on your wigs. But if you're in a hurry and you need that wig that same day, then go for it, okay? But advisably, I don't know if that's English, but I advise to always air dry your wig after you wash them. Okay, so plan ahead. If you know, for example, if I know I had to use this wig today, all right, I'm not going to wash the wig today and use it today. I probably would have washed it like yesterday or a few days back, and then I'll be able to use it today. That makes sense? Okay, now tip number 4, you want to try your best, okay, to stop applying a lot of products in your wigs. I know we want our wigs to be looking nice, shiny, and you know, all the glam and glamours with your wigs. I don't know, but you want to try your best to not to apply a lot of products. As you can see, for this wig I just applied water, mousse, and I'm going to go ahead and apply some hair serum. Now, this is our recommendation. You don't want to apply too much. You want to apply as little as possible, okay? That helps weigh down the hair. It prevents it from looking like too build up of products. So that's our 4th tip. So this is it, and I'll use it and just apply it on my wig so that when it dries up, it looks shiny. You see how I did it without doing too much of it? And when I'm done, you see the after result, and you see how it looks like so nice, so nice. So the less the product, the better, okay? And you always want to apply hair serum, not hair oil. Hair oil, as I said, I have a video that I spoke about the difference between hair oil and hair serum. You can check it out. But you don't want to apply hair oil, you want to apply hair serum on your wigs. That helps give it the shine and the luster you need in your wigs. So here is the finished look of our install. So here's a finished look on how we style this wig. It's all air dried. Remember, one of the tips I gave was to make sure you air dry your wigs right after you're done washing it. So after I did apply the water, the mousse, and some little hair serum, here is the wig all air dried, looking like a 10/10. All right, I'm sure you love the wig. It will be down in the description. So our last tip for today's video will be to make sure that when you're going to bed, if you're someone that wears your wig before going to bed, when you're going to bed, you want to make sure that you wrap your hair, tie it, put it in a bonnet before you go to bed. Same as you're going to treat your natural hair, right? You want to make sure it's all tied up together in a bonnet, then you go to bed. You don't want to go to bed with your wig like this. Let's say you went out, you came back. Yes, I know we get tired sometimes, and then you come back and you go to bed with your wigs like this. It's not advisable, but sometimes we get tired, right? That's okay. I'm not dinging you on that, but the best practice is to tie your hair in a bundle, wear your bonnets, and go to bed. So if you have any further questions and if you love videos like this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share to anyone you think these tips will be helpful to. Thank you so much, and stay blessed, and we would love to hear your feedback on any videos you would love for us to make. Thank you, and have a blessed week ahead.